We're with J.D. Stearns and Xavier Doran, two of the 6 seniors on the Eastern Connecticut men's soccer team. The Warriors getting ready to open their season on September 2nd and 3rd at the Hobart College Invitational. J.D., you guys have been practicing for some time now, getting closer to that opener. How did preseason go, or how is preseason going?
I think it went very well. The boys are definitely ready. We had a different mentality this year than we did last year. There was a lot more maturity, and, a lot of kids came in prepared. We had, I think it was 22 out of 25 kids pass our fitness test, and only 2 kids actually failed. One only, he got hurt.
So only 2 out of 25 failed?
Yep, only 2 out of 25 failed, and they actually have been putting in work almost every morning, and they have passed it. So now we have 25 fit kids, 25 strong kids, which is a huge improvement for us.
Do the kids know generally coming in, because you guys are seniors, you've been in the program, do they know what the demands are going to be when they get to preseason?
Yeah, absolutely. We have a summer training program that we expect them to follow, a running program, a weightlifting program. We meet every Sunday, or we try to meet every Sunday during the summer to...
the whole team?
As many as we can, yeah. Summer's a tough time to organize a lot of people, but we do try to meet up and play some soccer just to show them how we play, how we expect them to play, and they came in with I think a lot of the first year guys and the returners came back with a really good mindset. Our first training in preseason was one of the hardest I've had in a while.
Right off the bat? Right off the bat,
wow. Everybody came ready to go. I was even sitting there like, whoa, what's going on here for a second?
It shouldn't be happening yet.
Exactly. But, that's the kind of competitiveness that we're looking to, build on this season, and hopefully it pays off for us.
Well, last year was a difficult year, one of the first losing seasons in a long time, but lost 10 games, all of them by a goal. JD, what was the deal last year? In other words, you were virtually in every game. Was it a lot of it just bad breaks? Can you put your finger on the reason why, when we used to get the breaks, we didn't get them last year?
You can't. The ball bounces weird ways on some days, and that's just what happened. We lost a lot of games on some weird bounces, some spectacular goals by other teams, some lucky goals by other teams. And, we had some times where we just hit the post, or, it was just off by like a second, and I feel like there's almost a little bit of disconnect last year that I'm already seeing a huge improvement on this year, and we're hoping to take that team connectivity and use it this season.
Well, you guys did, Xavier. I'm sorry, go ahead, Xavier.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say that I think there was a lot of frustration in the way that a lot of the games were going that we couldn't really deal with that well, and we weren't able to come back and win those one-goal games. Unfortunately, there were a lot of little things that we could have done last year to win those games, and they just didn't happen. But, we're really looking to bounce back from it. Our coach is a winner, wasn't happy about last season, and he's been on us to get better almost every day since that season ended.
Well, you guys talk a lot about depth. Talk about the improved depth that you think.
Right.
That you think you're going to have.
Yeah, this is kind of funny to say, but, this is the first time in a long time that I've been seriously scared about, my starting position. There's a lot of depth, and, some of these kids are coming in, they're, pushing me around, pushing, the seniors around, they want to play. A lot of these freshmen, they're coming in, they want to play. So, it's something really cool to see. It's pushing us as seniors to work even harder than before just to keep our spot. And I know we have kids that started all last year that aren't starting now. They got replaced just because we have these kids that are coming in and, they want to play. They want to win. They want to help this program.
It seems like what Coach DeVito emphasizes when he recruits is, I want to bring in winners, the people that want to win. Does that sound right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think not only the physical aspects and the soccer aspects, but he really recruits for a mentality. He wants winners on his team. He doesn't want someone that's satisfied, and I think me and JD possess that mentality as well as a lot of kids on our team, and that's really shown through, I think, in the way we've trained the past few weeks and the way we played in our scrimmages, and we're really hoping that that competitive spirit, even though we might have a few tough games this year. We will have a few tough games this year. We're hoping that, you know, our training plus that competitive nature that our team possesses can push us to the next level.
It always seemed like in past years, your first 2 years especially, is that Eastern always seemed to develop the better mental edge over its opponent. Like, you guys wouldn't give in, and you just kept attacking and attacking, right?
Right.
It seemed like it was the mental part.
Yeah, and that's something that we've definitely improved upon this year. We tried to recruit a lot more mature players. We had a little bit of immaturity last year, and that kind of led to what the season we had. So, you know, there's a lot more mature players. They bought in this year. Like we said, with the fitness test and the strength, they showed that they want to be a part of this program and they want to make a difference. So that helped out a lot. And we did a little exercises over the summer. We read a couple chapters of a book. We actually ended up reading an entire book towards the end of the summer, just about mental toughness, what it means to be a good teammate, and kind of like things you can do to, you know, refocus yourself, calm yourself down, you know, like stressful situations, and just things like that, you know, will give us the edge. And, you know, a lot of teams, they don't even do some of this stuff. So I think that's going to be a huge factor, especially in like some overtime situations or some incredibly stressful situations, like being down a goal with like 10 minutes left. I think we're going to have a very strong mentality.
The mental side of soccer, probably in soccer, the mental part of the game seems like it's even more so than any other sport, or as much as any sport.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that obtaining that positive mentality and the mentality that you want to succeed on a soccer field is so crucial to a game, and it only comes through, you know, years of training and experience.
Exactly.
And I think that the fact that we have a lot of returning players who are willing to share ideas and share their thoughts on the game is really positive, and it's helping everybody on the team and to develop a better mentality when we go out there and compete.
Do you guys think in the mind of any opposing coaches or players, with you guys coming off a bad year, it's like, well, Eastern's, we don't have to worry about Eastern anymore?
I mean, hey, that's better for us.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, oh, you know, they had a bad season, they're going downhill, and we're gonna come at them harder than we did last year, and you know, they're either gonna have to step up or they're just gonna get walked all over.
You know, I think a lot of teams were actually surprised by the season we had last year.
I'm sure.
And I don't think that they're thinking, oh, they're on the decline.
So
I think they're thinking that we're hungry and we're coming back for our place in LEC.
Well, JD, talk about this, and we talked about it beforehand, is that you are the captain on this team, but it doesn't sound like all the responsibility is just landing in your lap.
Yeah, something really cool that basically happened this year was, you know, I'm single captain, but it really doesn't feel that way, and I really don't take on that much of responsibility. We have a lot of leaders on this team, a lot of vocal leaders, a lot of leaders by example, and they've really started to show this year throughout preseason, and even over the summer. One thing we did was we broke up the teams into almost like groups, and we had, you know, we put like a sophomore in charge of one, we had a junior in charge of the other, and we put them in situations where they were forced to be a leader, forced to really step up, and, you know, it kind of carried over into the preseason, and I'm starting to see it a lot more. In the past, you know, if a sophomore was like, hey, we're warming up, hey, clean the locker room, it'd be like, you know, don't listen to this kid, what's he saying? But now, you know, we have like Nick Starkowski will come in, he'll be like, guys, why is the locker room a mess? And everyone's like, oh, we gotta clean it. Or he'll be like, guys, we're cooling down, like do this exercise, and everyone's listening. So it's great to see. It's great for me, and it's just great for the team to just have all these leaders and this respect.
You agree with that, Zay? Do you like that approach?
Yeah, I'm a little old-fashioned with the captains. I think the captain
good.
does have a really important role on the team, and JD certainly serves an important role when we're playing and off the field. But it's really nice to see a bunch of our players step up and really contribute vocally and leading by example to this team. It's really nice to see. It's really nice to see.
Well, you guys talked about there's some players coming in that could really be pushing for positions. Is there a couple, and you may not want to mention names, but is there a couple of people that are definitely going to be in that starting lineup? New people that will be in that starting lineup come the openers?
We're still trying to figure out our starting lineup, which is a positive thing that we have so many people competing for spots in our lineup.
Yes.
One player that will be not in our lineup for the first game, but will be in our lineup for most of the season is Nick Warren, who returned from an assistant coaching position in our team to
he missed a couple of years.
to finish out his last year for our team. And
Yeah.
he's a really solid player for us to have. He'll probably be playing in our back line, and he just brings a sense of composure and discipline to the back line that I think we desperately need. And there, like I said, the depth on this team is so refreshing compared to sorry.
That's right.
All right. It kind of helps a lot of the starting players because we'll go out there and in past years had to play 90 minutes every game, give everything we got every game, but it's just refreshing to see the amount of players that we have that can come in and keep up the intensity level and the quality that we bring to the field when they step on the field.
Yeah, definitely the lack of drop off. In the past years it'd be like, we can't take these kids off the field, and we'd have kids, they're like on their hands on their knees, they're dying.
You've seen that, yeah.
Yeah, so now, we can get some of our key players, like a 10-minute, 15-minute break, so that they can stay fresh late in the game and make big plays.
We're really excited about it.
Yeah.
Well, last question, talking about the excitement. You guys have been working really hard for about 10 days. Openers are coming up. You open up with Hobart, which was a 500 team last year, but a solid program. Then you play Cortland State, which was 19-3. Both of those opponents we've never played before. You guys must be excited to just finally get it going.
Oh, absolutely. This is what we've been working for since the fall of last year, since the season ended. And we're really excited to go up to New York and play those two games. And there's no fear in us about playing Cortland State, who was 19-3. We're excited to take it to them and make a really positive start in this campaign.
Well, this is your senior year, right?
Yeah,
you have
absolutely.
nothing left.
Yeah, I mean, this is like one of the best teams that I've seen in these 3 years that I've been here. Just connected, everyone's on the same page, everyone bought in. And, we're really we all have like the same mentality. We're really looking to win. We're really looking to play our hardest. And it's great to just see. It's great to have.
Go out on a high note as seniors.
Yeah.
So again, as we said, Eastern opens up Saturday, September 2nd at Hobart. And then Hobart is hosting the tournament, which Eastern will be playing Cortland State in the tournament on Sunday, the next day, Sunday, September 3rd. Gentlemen, thanks for being with me.
Anytime.
Good luck.
Thank you, sir.